This is Austin Liddy Limits, where authors talk to authors about books and the craft of storytelling. Sponsored by Blue Ink Review, because typing the end is just the beginning. Find out more at blueinkreview.com.
A pair of red shoes becomes a source of pride and the last shred of independence for a stubborn resident at odds with the nursing home to which she's been confined. A reading from Walking the Wrong Way Home by Mandy Haynes.
I'm going to read a little bit of The Red Shoes for you. So, Red Shoes. Hell, we can't all be saints. When Charlene asked if I'd like to read something to the group in place of our typical game of bingo on Thursday, I jumped at the chance. Anything was better than having to listen to poor Margot cry out, B3, B3, twice in the same week. Bless her heart, she can't hear worth a damn and her eyesight's about shot, which gives bingo a whole new twist, and not in a good way, if you know what I mean. The natives are restless, Charlene told me, and one night of bingo a week is plenty. And since she was the person in charge of activities here at Azalea Court, she had the final say. Charlene wasn't heartless. Margot could still get dolled up like Vanna White and flirt with all the old widowers on Tuesday nights. If you think the birds and the bees give two hoots about getting older, you're mistaken. It's just that the bee stingers need a little more time to recuperate than they used to. Another reason why cutting bingo down to once a week was a good idea, if you know what I mean. I thought it'd be a good idea to have a discussion about something more exciting than who's been slipping out of Margot's room in the early morning hours or what's for dinner on Sunday. I thought a few pieces of my favorite Bukowski would be a pleasant break, making these old timers use their brains for a change and give us residents something interesting to carry on a real conversation about. But after the incident with the new nurse 2 nights ago, I was doubting myself. Bukowski might not be the best choice, not the 3 poems I selected anyway. He could get a little out there, be a little raw and uncomfortable. And after the misunderstanding with Lurleen, I didn't need to give anybody more reason to think I was in the early angry stages of Alzheimer's. Miss Penny, honey, you ready? Doltha, a care partner who has a penchant for bright orange nail polish and sodium lights, asks. I turn my head towards her. I start to reply, but realize that she doesn't care about what I have to say. It's obvious that she'll go out for a smoke break without hearing one word of old Henry or anything else from me. The tip of my shoe catches on the edge of the top step and I almost lose my balance. Wouldn't that be perfect? Batshit crazy old Penny falling face first in front of everyone because of her shoes? I shake my head, steady myself, and think back to that awful scene in my room 2 nights ago. I'd woken up to one of the new night shift nurses standing at the end of my bed, which was enough to almost give me a heart attack. I'd been in the middle of a good dream when she woke me. It confused me, but then when I realized that she was taking the shoes off my feet, I went from confusion to feeling violated to feeling enraged. I'd lost my temper and in trying to defend my privacy, held my dignity, I'd ended up on the list of residents get talked to like toddlers and written off as lost causes. Regardless of the gossip at the nurse's station that night, I'd not forgotten that my shoes were on my feet. Well, that's plumb purity stupid. I knew damn good and well they were on there when I turned the light out. And for the record, I did not think she was a thief, nor did I accuse her of trying to steal them. Gossip spread like wildfire, and by the time it made its way back to my end of the hallway, someone said I'd kicked the poor girl in the face. Well, I'm not insane. I'm an 87-year-old woman living in a nursing home who wants to sleep with my shoes on in peace. I can't help but chuckle at how that sounds once I put it to words, and the chuckle turns into a laugh. No wonder they're talking about me. The last thought brings me back to the present, and I make a decision. Bukowski will have to wait for another day. No one here knows the girl I used to be. All they know is an 87-year-old widow of a preacher's son, especially one that lives in the South, ought not cuss and carry on like I do. If they only knew the real me and not this illusion they've created. I take a deep breath and jump in with both feet. What's with the shoes, you ask? I sit up a little straighter when I see that even Dolpha has stopped at the door leading out to the patio, pack of cigarettes in hand, to hear what I have to say. I want to tell you about the shoes. First, I want to tell you a story.
This has been a presentation of Austin Liddy Limits, made possible with help from our good friends at Blue Ink Review, where typing "the end" is just the beginning. Find out more at blueinkreview.com.